We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And of course, from the minds of McCormick, who brought you the Old Bay seasoning, we have Old Bay the hot sauce. Now, I have seen some bottles that say limited edition. Mine does not have that. So, what does that mean? I am hopeful it means that they're going to continue making this, because this, I think, is somewhat of a necessary sauce, if I'm being honest. I think this is a really good idea. And you can see it flows a lot like a Louisiana style, and it's got all the little granular particulates that you have come to know and love from the Old Bay seasoning. And game day, brunch, and happy hour. So I guess some people put it in Bloody Marys. I don't drink those, but I guess you could. We have wings, beverages, as I mentioned. Wings. This is in the Q1 wing thing. And of course, seafood, where this is as close to a must. This, and by this I mean Old Bay, where Old Bay is as much of a must as anything can be, especially if you're doing a boil. If you have a boil and you don't have Old Bay, you don't have a boil. Alright then, let's take a look here at the old ingredients. Alright, we have hot sauce, which is standard Louisiana style red cayenne pepper, vinegar, water, salt. They have added garlic powder as well. We have also more vinegar and spices, including celery seed, mustard, bran, salt, paprika, and xanthan gum as an emulsifier. And of course, that is really what we are talking about as far as the Old Bay seasoning. In fact, why don't we put the sauce down and let's look at the seasoning. So this is chicken. I'm not sure that I go with that, to be honest with you, but let's see, where's our ingredients? Here we go. All right. We have celery salt, spices, including red pepper, black pepper, and paprika. So not giving away a lot there, but yeah, I mean, there's obviously a huge continuity between those two. But I like this idea because usually I will pair Old Bay with a Louisiana style sauce. Like that's normal to me. So this makes a ton of sense. Restrictor cap. This is a very narrow one comparatively, which is okay. I don't mind it coming out at a drop at a time. That's fine. You can see they have added quite a lot of. It's loose, but it's not watery. And you can see it's got that very reddish hue to it, which is a lot of the seasonings from the Old Bay in there. And you can see some of those in the back right there. A little celery seed, maybe a little bit of black pepper. It flows super nicely, though. This is just a very well done sauce. It is a very, very well done sauce. What can I say? Away we go. First thing I get is the smell. This really does taste a lot like a liquefied version of this, and that's what I think they were going with. There is some solid vinegar representation too, of course. Cayenne is not reading especially heavy here. Cayenne is not necessarily a strong flavor, which is why it works so well to boost up the spice of things in a concentrated form. So celery seed, of course, main component, and that of course is reading super, super strong here. It definitely reads as Old Bay, though. Old Bay, the touch of vinegar, the cayenne pepper, if anything, just adds to it. And so let me just say this about this. I think this is the best sauce I've ever had in cream soups. And it doesn't matter what cream soup it is. This stuff is just flawless in that application. This is definitely the best soup sauce I've ever had. This Old Bay, and the only thing that is a little bit of a knock on it, maybe in that setting, is that it doesn't always have the requisite heat that I would like. But as far as flavor, just stunning, beautiful. Definitely, if you're having a seafood soup as well. So I decided to go with this for the food today, which is a Sea Pak Shrimp Scampi. And here it is, sitting in a pool of a butter here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So what I think this works well with is sauces. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make the shrimp scampi into a scampi Old Bay sauce. Just going to leave all that butter right in there. Now I'm not really a huge fan of shrimp scampi, so we'll see how this plays out, but we're just going to kind of incorporate it here a little bit. You see I can't show you too much because of the, you can't tip it too much rather because of the scampi, but alright, so we have it incorporated a little bit, and then we've got it on the actual individual shrimp as well. Oh man, that's really good. It needs more Old Bay though. So scampi, what do we have? We have butter, we have garlic, but it's heavy garlic, right? Okay, so there we go. Now I've dosed these twice, twice with the sauce, and hopefully you can kind of get a glimpse of that. Try not to pour butter all over the table. All right. It melts beautifully. Maybe Red Lobster can consider putting this on the table. In fact, if that is not an association that Old Bay and Red Lobster are pursuing, they're doing it wrong. In fact, I'll go one better and say that maybe somebody like, I don't know, Popeyes could consider it, or your local seafood place. You need a leg up these days with COVID and all. Devil's in the details. This is the ticket right here. I did have it on wings. Yeah, I thought it was okay on wings. I didn't love it. If it was the only thing there, though, can't go wrong. But again, like I said, I mean, how much, like celery seed and the original of Old Bay really kind of determines how much you're going to like this sauce, I think. That's really good. Scampi is messy. I'm not a big fan of messy foods. That's why I don't hardly ever order it, but and this Sea Pak stuff is not going to be anywhere among the best versions of this I've ever had, but quite enjoyable. Get our swimming pool out of the way. So this is a fantastic sauce. If you haven't tried it and you're a fan of Old Bay, this has to be right at the top of your priorities. Their blend is just I don't know that I could do it better, to be honest. Even though I've been doing it myself with a Louisiana style and Old Bay with the dry stuff for years and years and years, I don't think I've necessarily done it better than they have. I think they just did a beautiful, beautiful job with this sauce. It's everything you would hope for by putting this Old Bay label on it. And what more can you say? There it is, the Old Bay hot sauce. I hope it sticks around.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.